Welcome back, all you Fabricans and Fleshbags, to the super, not, funny show reviews. And today we're reviewing episode 6 of Beavis and Butthead. It's entitled Virtual Stupidity / Locked Out. So, was it good? Was it bad? And should you be watching? The newest episode of Beavis and Butthead well, I guess it's always a showcase in stupidity. But virtual stupidity is about their complete lack of understanding of technology, but their desire to play in a virtual world. And then locked out is, well, two stupid people lock themselves out of their house and try to figure out how to get in. So let's do the first part, virtual stupidity. They go to the mall, and if you go to the mall nowadays, you always see these VR, things or whatever, kiosks in the mall. If there's a mall that actually exists where you live, that's functioning, and they want to go and get in on this virtual experience, and it just so happened to be right next to a little sunglasses kiosk also, and then they take the sunglasses and think that they're in a virtual world. So the rest of it's them wandering around the regular mall and just and I get it. They're making fun of the whole, virtual reality, the way people are like, "Oh, it's so real" and everything like that. I get it. I get it. And so they're just like, "Oh, everything's so real," and they're basically just, you know, being dumb in the real world with their glasses on. They go around, get in the water like everything feels real and all that. And at the end of it, they're just like, "Oh well, this level sucks and we can't kill. We're not supposed to. We don't know what we're supposed to do. We got to kill ourselves so we can restart the level." And so they literally try to get run over by cars at the end of it, and then end up in the hospital and attacking the guy that ran them over. It's all one. It's just one joke told over and over. The joke of two stupid people thinking they're in VR and then just interacting with their regular world. It was, it's fine, I guess. There's a couple fun jokes in there, but it was just fine. Nothing particularly clever. It wasn't overly funny. I guess the bit of the part where the guy tried to apologize to them and they were attacking him, that was fun enough. Beavis and Butthead just being so stupid that they think blue blocker glasses are VR glasses. I get it. It wasn't top notch to me. But I guess I chuckled a few times. Likewise with Locked Out. Locked Out was a lot funnier to me. Anytime they interact with Tom Anderson is a winner to me because in a way he's as dumb as they are. Like he knows that Beavis and Butthead are troublemakers that have bothered him for years, and yet he's so dumb that he doesn't realize that he can, when he looks at them, that they are in fact Beavis and Butthead, and he gets their names all wrong and everything too. He calls them Buford and Bernardo, which had me dying. I'm not gonna lie, that little bit had me kind of dying because I don't even know where he gets Buford and Bernardo from, but it's so funny that I'm literally just calling them that now in my mind whenever I see Beavis and Butthead. Um, but most of this was just them. Beavis locks them out the house, and they don't have a key for some reason. I don't know why they wouldn't have a key, but they don't have a key, and they try to get in. Butthead, he always thinks so high of himself, think he can kick the door down. Of course, he can't. And when they try to kick in the back door, Butthead pisses off Beavis, and Beavis attacks him, breaks a window, and then they're so dumb that they can't just jump in the window. They both injure them. So, as they say, they poke themselves in the nads with sharp glass, and they're not smart enough to just figure out how to get in. So their next great big plan, which is their Rube Goldberg-esque plan, is to get Tom Anderson to take his truck and rip the door off of their front, to rip the door off of the house with a chain. It's it's like Looney Tunes level thinking, which of course is gonna end up weird. And of course it ends up with, because Beavis is an idiot, it ends up with the front of the house completely ripped off. Tom Anderson's thinking that he's going to get this Buford and Bernardo, and instead he gets tackled by police and whatever for mayhem and destruction, and while Beavis and Butthead look on. Very much a Beavis and Butthead inning. Anytime that they interact with Tom Anderson, it's probably going to be gold. And this was all very funny. I actually like this episode, this part of the episode, quite a bit. But the real gold in this episode was the riffing. Like, usually I don't like it because it's usually not all that interesting, but they were really on top of it this time around. The whole, with the beach or meat thing, with the singing, hilarious, especially with the final punchline of that Adele should sing the song. I thought that was hilarious. That's just generally speaking, their riffing was on point this week, and it was the highlight of the episode. And I really enjoyed it. Like, so overall, thanks to the riffing and like that last episode, I really actually like this one quite a bit. Laughed quite a bit. I think that this is a definite improvement over what's been done before. I just wish that virtual stupidity had a little bit more to it. So it would have been. I wish the joke was a lot. There was a lot more to it than what it was. But overall, enjoyed this episode. It's not top-notch Beavis and Butthead, but I think that if you're a fan, this really does scratch that itch and remind you of the old school Beavis and Butthead. And I want more of this. So anyway, what do you guys think about the episode? What do you think about what I had to say? Get down to the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Of course, you can always hit me up, supernotfunnyshow@gmail.com or at supernotfunnys1 on Twitter. And also, do your boy a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Join the Super Not Funny Show channel. That'd be great. Helps out the algorithm and all that. So really appreciate it. Well, we'll come back next week for the next episode of Beavis and Butthead. Until then, I've been Mo de Poupée, your resident fabricant and comic extraordinaire on all things pop culture. I'll see you guys on the other side of the thread. Peace.